Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Catherine, and in today's video we are going to quickly run through all the things that I have at my at-home makeup vanity. I have a separate space in a different building, which is my office, and I have and store most of my makeup and beauty supplies there. So this is just what I have at home, and I switch it out every 4 to 6 months depending on how I'm feeling, how often I'm wearing the makeup, and kind of what season it is. So this is just going to be a quick run through. It's not necessarily going to be reviews. It's mostly just going to be showing you exactly what I have in these two makeup organizers that I have on my makeup desk at home. So if this is something that you're interested, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. And if you're new here, please let me know your name and where you're from in the comments down below. Let's connect and get to know one another. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video. For skin products, I have the Versed, the Shortcut Overnight Facial Peel with lactic and glycolic acid. I have probably one more use on this that I'm going to use at nighttime, and I wake up and my skin just feels rejuvenated and really soft. So this is a really great affordable peel off mask, and I have about one use, like I said, out of that. So that's just sitting on my vanity because most likely I'm going to use it within the week. And then I have the It Confidence in a Cream Moisturizer. This is great. I've been using it for a couple weeks now, and it's a big tub of it. It sits great under makeup, and just by itself I love it. This is the Makeup Revolution Super Balm. I got this under $10 in the States, and I am so surprised at how often I reach for this, whether it's for dry patches for my lips, run through a little bit of on my brows if I want like a glossy lid or a glossy highlight. This has been key and super clutch. So I definitely recommend adding a balm in your everyday makeup collection. And then I have this Boscia Rose Water Mist with Witch Hazel. This is a little bit more drying, and I would use this more so for my morning skincare. It helps with blemishes, but it does tend to dry out my skin. So I still do. I actually use this as like a setting spray just because I don't have one on my vanity right now. But it does dry out my skin a little bit, but my skin doesn't react to it, which is great. And I love Boscia. Boscia has great products. So this is something great before you add a serum or a moisturizer, but not necessarily on top of your makeup, which is what I've been doing. And then for foundations, I have this one by Marcel, Skin Caring 2-in-1 Foundation and Concealer, and I have mine in the shade Buff Beige. I love it because it has this doe foot applicator, and it's just really easy to blend out, and Marcel makes great foundation products. So I have that there, and I have this one. In the winter, I tend to become more pale, which I have this foundation for. So this is the Matte and Poreless Normal to Oily Foundation by Maybelline, and it's in the shade 110. So if I need, I just add a little bit of this into my darker foundations. And then for my balm here, I have the L'Oreal Age Perfect 4-in-1 Tinted Balm infused with firming serum, and I have mine in the shade Fair. So I have a few options for foundation, whether it's more full coverage that I want or lighter coverage, more moisturizing. I just want to make sure that I have a couple different options there. For concealers, I have several here. I have this one by Benefit. It's the Benefit Boing Brightening Concealer, and I have mine in the shade number 2. And then which has like more of a peachy undertone, and it's great if you have drier under eyes, which I do sometimes. So this is definitely brightening, and it is a little bit thick, so you don't want to go heavy-handed with that, but it's great for every day. And then I have the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer, which is full coverage, and it blends out beautifully. It's actually what I'm wearing today, and this is in the shade Classic Ivory. So the next one is one of my all-time favorites. It's the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I have mine in the shade 20 Sand. This matches perfectly for blemishes and even under eye. It's just a great match for me for all year round. And then a little bit more of a brighter concealer is the Hard Candy Glamouflage Full Coverage Concealer, and I have mine in the shade Warm Light. This is really nice, but the doe foot ends up picking a lot of the product up, and but for a few dollars, like I don't really have anything bad to say about this concealer. It's not my favorite, but it's not my least favorite either. It's kind of sitting in between. And then that's just great to brighten because it is a lighter shade. And then the last concealer I have here, I believe, is this one. And I bought it at the same time I got this 4-in-1 tinted balm. It is the L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Concealer, and I have mine in the shade 210 Nude Beige. This is very light coverage. It's very luminous, and I think I would get this in a shade darker and wear it in the summer just because it is very light coverage, but it gives me a little bit of under eye glow, but not looking greasy. And does it crease a little bit if you add too much on your under eyes? Then yes, just because it is more of a moisturizing formula, but it is really pretty sitting sitting by itself without adding powder or anything like that. Okay, the next kind of cream product I have is the L'Oreal Portfolio Corrector Wheel, and I've had this for a while. I love using it when I have blemishes or when I have really bad dark circles, or when I want to make sure that my contour is a little bit more clean cut. I reach for this, and it's great. It's one of my all-time cult classics. It's just one of those items that I like to have on hand. And then for powders, I have several. I have the Jaclyn Hill Brighten Up Luminous Powder in, well, I don't know what shade it is. I think it's Brighten Up. I think that's the shade. I've been using this to kind of add luminosity on the face, but also set it, and this is great for that. I wouldn't necessarily add this on the under eye, just because it does have some shimmer. And then I have the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in 10 Fair Light. I love this. This is amazing, super smoothing, and I like to add that all over the skin. I would do a lighter shade underneath the eye, but it matches me great for the summer if I want to brighten the under eye. And then a couple more powders I have are this one. It's the Jaclyn Cosmetics. I got both of these products on sale from Winners or Marshalls, and this is amazing. It has replaced my Essence, my all-time favorite Essence. I forget what it's called, but it's an under eye brightening powder, and that was only a few dollars, but they don't sell it anymore. They don't make it anymore. But this is great. It has 4 different shades, and it's amazing, and I love that I can travel with it. So yeah, this is the Brightening and Setting Palette by Jaclyn Cosmetics, and I have the shades Peach, Light Banana, Almond, and Caramel, and I use all of them all of the time. This one is by Essence. It's the Brighten Up Banana Powder. I thought that this was going to be the next in line for their original for the under eye finishing powder, but it is different. It's a little bit less full coverage, and it's a lighter formula, and it does tend to be a little bit chalky if you put too much of it on. So this is okay. I'm going to use it up just because I have it, but it's nothing to write home about. And then for my bronzers, I have 3 here. I have one Nude by Nature, and this is in 10 Bondi Bronze. It's the Natural Glow Loose bronzer, and this my mom actually decluttered from her collection and passed to me. I really like it. It's more of a warmer undertone, so I like to add it on top of my original bronzer just to add a little bit more warmth and glow. There's just a little bit left of this, but I'm gonna finish it up. It's something that I reach for, and I'm surprised at how much I do because it is a loose powder, so I don't typically reach for loose powders, especially bronzers, but this one I have. So the next one is the Maybelline City Bronzer. It's the bronzer and contour powder. I have mine in the shade 200. This kind of broke, but it is a really smooth formula, and I like the undertone of this for all year round. It does tend to get a little bit muddy if you apply too much on the brush all at once, and it's kind of hard to blend out. But if you go a little bit at a time, then I think the coverage is beautiful and the result of it is beautiful. So this you can find at the drugstore. I highly recommend. And then this one is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette. It's 749 Dolce de Leche. I've been using this for a really long time. I've already hit pan. It has a beautiful pink setting powder for underneath the eye. It's very smoothing and very creamy. And then I have this deeper bronze contour shade that I wore today along with the Maybelline City Bronzer. For blushes, I have two here. I have the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Illuminating Palette in 320 Catwalk Pink, and this is just amazing. I love the glow of this. I love reaching for all of them, but if I want to be select, I can pick one and kind of add it in the inner corner as a highlight or on the bridge of the nose, and I can even lean into these two pink shades right there as a blush. So it's a very versatile product, and it's only a few dollars from the drugstore. I love it. The next blush I have is this one. It's by Quo Beauty, and it is the Tangerine Dream Bouncy Blush. Very nice, smooth formula. I actually use this compact mirror a lot when I'm filming here, which you'll see in my previous videos. There's quite a lot of product in here, and I like it because it's more of a peachy blush, which I need, especially for the warmer days. So this is really nice. I love the packaging. It's so cute, and I love the shade of that. And then I have this, which is the Too Faced Do You Fresh Glow Luminous Face Primer infused with juicy watermelon and fresh cucumber. I have been using this so much lately. It does have more of like a glittery, shimmery effect, so I definitely like using it on the high points of my cheeks for some added glow instead of using it underneath my foundation all over the face, because it does have a little bit more of a glittery effect, but just a little bit in certain places looks really pretty, and I'm going to use it up. I do notice that if I apply it near my eyes, that my eyes tend to get a little bit sensitive to this, but in terms of my skin, it hasn't reacted, and it's a decent product. So I have this just for added glow or shimmer in like a cream product. And then obviously I have my favorite Schwarzkopf Got to Be Glued Spiking Glue. This I use for my brows to just hold them up. I haven't found anything close to this in terms of quality and performance. This is just my all-time fave, and I have it in a little travel size. And then for eyeshadows, I have several here, and I like to have a few different options. So I have these two by the L'Oreal Age Perfect line. They're the cream shadows. I have one in Gray Fever and one in Vibrant Beige. This one is like a little champagne gold, and then this one is like a more gray cobalt charcoal color with some shimmer in it, and they last beautifully on the lid. They're easy to apply. I do find that if I add too much of it, then it's kind of becoming a little bit more patchy on the eye, but a light coat of it is pretty, a light wash of it. And then this is my all-time favorite MAC Cosmetics eyeshadow. It's the Saint Tropez foiled shadow, and it's just amazing. I've used this in multiple videos. I like it as an eyeshadow, as a blush, as a bronzer. It's amazing, and I love the bronzy, silvery shade of this. It's so wonderful. And then this is new to my collection. I haven't used it all that much, but I wanted something like this in my vanity. It's by Melt Cosmetics, and it's the Ultra Matte Gel Liner in Spliff. It is a deep chocolate brown eyeliner, and I know that I'm going to reach for this if I want to have a smoky winged out look, or if I want to touch up my brow just a little bit, or even do like a dark ombre nude look. I can use this and work it as like a lip liner. So Melt Cosmetics makes great products, and this I need to try out a little bit more, but I just want to have something like that in my collection here. For eyeshadow palettes, I have a few here. This one is by Natasha Denona, and it's the Cranberry palette. A couple shades of these broke, but the quality of these eyeshadows are amazing. Unfortunately, my son played with it when he was a little bit younger, and the shimmers kind of, he touched the shimmers and the mattes together. So the mattes are not matte anymore necessarily, but I still reach for this. It's a beautiful palette, and I like it for warm tones, for some shimmers. If I want something just super fast and I know that it's going to blend out perfect and fast, this is what I reach for. And then I have all my Juvia's palettes here I brought from my office. I have the Tribe, the Festival, the Zulu, and the Dose by Juvia's Place. So I have 4 palettes here, and I'm going to go through them. I'm thinking of doing reels on YouTube using all the shades from each palette, just to make sure, you know, that I'm using up my eyeshadow palettes and that I'm, you know, being inspired to use different colors, and it's just encouraging me to use up my product but also be creative. So I'm thinking of doing a series like that on YouTube Reels. Let me know in the comments if that's something you'd be interested in watching. And I have just several palettes there just in case I want to do something different or match an outfit, because all 4 palettes have amazing shades in them. So then moving on to this next part, I have mascaras. I have 3 here. This one is by L'Oreal. It's the Waterproof Telescopic Mascara. I love this mascara. It's amazing for waterproof and just fanning out the lashes. This is by Marcel. It's the Ultimate Lash Mascara, and I have it on right now. It's in black, and this is just one of my go-to every day. It doesn't smudge, it's transfer proof, and it gives me enough volume, enough length, enough separation. It's great. Marcel is like one of those underrated drugstore brands. And then this one's by Uma. It's the Drama Bomb Extra Volume Nourishing Mascara. This one's really nice. However, it does smudge, but I'm going to end up using it all up. I like that it has nourishing ingredients, but because of that, I think it does. That's part of the reason why it does smudge, but it does give me a nice amount of volume. So those are the 3 mascaras I have here. And then for lip products, I have several. I'm going to run through them fast because I have to go somewhere in 5 minutes. But this is how much this is. Like, this is absurd. I shouldn't have this many lip balms in my makeup vanity, but I do. So let's go through them really fast. This is the Vaseline Lip Therapy in Rosy Lips, and this I just got from the CVS for a couple dollars. It's okay. It's not really shiny, but it hydrates the lips, and that's what its purpose is. I just don't like dipping my finger in there because it gets a little bit sticky. And then I have 3 homemade lip balms that a friend of ours gave us. This is in peppermint cocoa. This is amazing. I reach for this when my lips are hella dry. I just know I'm going to be okay if I use those. That's why I have 3 of them there. And then I have the Burt's Bees Ultra Conditioning Lip Balm with cocoon butter, and I like this one as well. This is probably my second favorite. And then I have the Carmax Classic Lip Balm. It's medicated. It's okay. I got it because my friend recommended it. She uses it, swears by it. It's one of her favorites, and it's okay. I don't love it. I don't like the smell of it. But I can see why people gravitate towards one of these, just because it is very thick and it lasts quite a while on the lip. And then this is my all-time favorite. It's the Bite Agave Lip Mask, and I'm pretty much, well, I still have so much of this left, but I really like it for nighttime or when I just want a nice sheer pink lip, but yet keep it hydrated. This is what I reach for. And then for lipsticks, I have a few here. I have the Estee Lauder one in Statement Maker. It's like a brick red. I have 2 others by Revlon in Peach Parfait, which is this nice sheer peach shade. And then I have this one by Revlon as well, and it's sheer in pink truffle, but it pulls more like a nudie brown. For every day, I like sheer ones. I don't necessarily like having mattes or full coverage lips for my everyday makeup collection. just because I know I'm not going to reach for them. And then I have 3 bold different colors here. This one I'm wearing today just a little bit. It's the Marc Jacobs Hot Enamored High Shine Lip Liqueur. I have a little bit of this on. It is beautiful formula. It has a minty scent to it, and it's a bit plumping. It's very glossy, high shine, and it lasts a really long time. Don't necessarily love the color of it. That's why I just put a little bit on, but it is really nice. And then I have the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick in 03. This is one of my all-time favorite deep red cranberry maroon shades. And then I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stripped Liquid Lipstick. And this is a really nice full coverage matte nude, and then, or liquid lip. And then I have 4 liners here for the lip. I have 3 by Annabelle that I got, actually 2 are from Annabelle, that I got for super cheap, like $2, and they're the Edge lip liners. I have one in, they're apparently waterproof. I haven't tested these out a lot just because they are new, but I wanted a red in here and I wanted a pink, so that's why I got these. The red one is called Showstopper and the pink one is in Spotlight. And then I have this one that I got as well. It's by Annabelle and it's an eyebrow wax liner, but I ended up using it as my lip liner today. It works great. And I have mine in the shade Light Blonde. It's giving me cacao, I forget what the Katie Jane Hughes favorite one is by Makeup Forever, but it reminds me of that one. And I'm using it today. And then the Maybelline Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner in 118 Raw Chocolate. This is a deeper brown, more warm. I have my headband, my fan from the dollar store. These are must-haves. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 beauty sponges. This is great by Eco Tools. It's bigger and it's just super fast for blending, and I can do my décolleté with it. And then I have a powder puff here by Lori. This is from the dollar store for setting powders. And then I have a big sized hand cream and a headband from, oh gosh, this is really old, from TJ Maxx or Marshalls or somewhere. And then I have 3 tweezers. This one is broken. It's by Majestic Bombay from Amazon. I wouldn't recommend. It's very fine tipped, but the tips of it broke, so not my favorite. But these 2 are good. This one's by Revlon, and this one is by Quo Beauty. Those are great for tweezing the brow hairs or wherever, chin hairs, whatever you have. This is by Tweezerman. This is an eyelash curler. It's okay. It's not my favorite. And then I have obviously a ton of brushes here. And I like to keep a little bit of everything along with a few spoolies, and I have a foundation, what is this called? Scraper? I forget what that's called. But anyway, that is everything. I'm done. So I have to go meeting my cousin for coffee now, but I hope you are well and enjoyed this video wherever you are. If you haven't already, please subscribe and let me know your name and where you're from in the comments down below. And that's it for the video. I'll see you in the next one.